Have you ever noticed how many people over 40 start feeling off, even though their yearly checkups say everything looks fine? Maybe you've felt it yourself. Afternoon crashes, creeping weight gain, or that nagging sense that your body just isn't keeping up the way it used to. Most of us chalk it up to stress age or a busy lifestyle. But what if those subtle signals are your body's way of warning you that deeper changes are happening inside? I once worked with a patient in her mid-40s, a mother of two, who looked perfectly healthy on the outside. She was successful at work, kept up with family life, and had no major medical complaints. Yet her lab results revealed the early signs of pre-diabetes and inflammation. What shocked her most wasn't the numbers. It was realizing how easily she could have ignored them until it was too late. That story isn't unique. Across the United States and Canada, thousands of adults in their 40s and 50s face the same hidden risks every single day. So let's pause for a moment. Do you think these health changes are simply part of aging, or are they warning lights we've been taught to overlook? Follow this channel and let's explore together how food and daily choices can transform your health from the inside out. That's why the very first food we need to talk about is extra virgin olive oil, something I like to call liquid gold. If the opening story showed us how silent health risks can build up, olive oil is one of the simplest tools to start turning that story around. Unlike the industrial seed oils found in so many kitchens across North America, extra virgin olive oil is a natural fat that your body actually recognizes and uses to protect itself. For centuries, people in the Mediterranean region have relied on olive oil as the foundation of their diet, and the results are striking far lower rates of heart disease compared to the United States and Canada. This isn't by accident. Olive oil is packed with polyphenols and a powerful compound called oleocanthal, both of which act like natural firefighters against inflammation in your body. Chronic inflammation is at the root of diabetes, heart disease, and even memory decline issues that become more pressing after 40. What's more, the main fat in olive oil, called monounsaturated fat, improves your body's ability to switch between burning carbs and burning fat, a skill we call metabolic flexibility. That means steadier energy, fewer sugar crashes, and better long-term weight control. So instead of reaching for the soybean or canola oil that sits on most grocery store shelves, imagine drizzling a rich, peppery, extra virgin olive oil over your vegetables, salads, or even using it to saute your meals. It's not just a flavor choice, it's a health decision. And the more consistently you make that choice, the more you tip the balance toward a stronger heart, sharper mind, and steadier energy in the years ahead. Just as olive oil builds a foundation of healthy fats, the next food takes us deeper into nutrient density, grass-fed beef liver. Now, I know liver isn't exactly the most popular item on dinner tables in the US or Canada, but hear me out. If olive oil is liquid gold, then liver is nature's original multivitamin. Back in the days before supplements even existed, doctors prescribed liver to patients suffering from anemia and fatigue because they saw remarkable recoveries. Today, we understand why beef liver is loaded with vitamin A in its active form retinol, plus a full spectrum of B vitamins and highly absorbable heme iron. These nutrients fuel your mitochondria, the tiny power plants inside your cells, helping every system in your body generate more energy. And that matters even more after 40, when energy production naturally begins to slow. But the benefits don't stop at energy. A healthy serving of liver also strengthens your immune system, supports brain health, and helps maintain vibrant skin and eyes. Choosing liver from grass-fed, pasture-raised cattle is essential because the quality of the animal's life directly shapes the nutrient quality of the food. Think of it this way, a well-nourished animal produces a liver that can truly nourish you. For many people, the challenge is simply getting used to the taste. Start small, mix a few ounces into ground beef, or try making a pate. You don't have to eat it daily, just a modest portion once a week can transform your nutrient intake. Now, I'd love to hear from you. When was the last time you ate liver? Or would you be willing to give it a try if you knew it could boost your energy and immunity? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let's compare experiences, because your feedback might inspire someone else to take that first step. If beef liver is the powerhouse that fuels your cells with vitamins and minerals, then fermented vegetables are the quiet guardians that protect your gut, an area of health we often underestimate. In fact, scientists now call the gut our second brain because so much of our overall well-being depends on what happens there. Think back to a time when preserving food wasn't about convenience, but about survival. Our ancestors fermented cabbage, cucumbers, and other vegetables to keep them edible through long winters. What they didn't know was that this process created probiotics living cultures of bacteria that strengthen the gut and in turn the immune system. For someone in their 40s or 50s, when digestion may not feel as smooth as it once did, these probiotics can make all the difference. When your gut barrier is strong, toxins are kept out of the bloodstream, reducing inflammation across the body. Less inflammation means fewer aches, better nutrient absorption, and even improved mood. That's right, what you eat can influence not only your physical energy, but also your emotional balance. Sauerkraut, kimchi, pickles, and even homemade yogurt are simple, tasty ways to add this protective layer to your diet. And here's a tip, start small. A spoonful or two with your main meals can introduce beneficial bacteria without overwhelming your system. Over time, your body adapts and you may find yourself craving that tangy, refreshing flavor. So let me ask you, do you already include fermented foods in your routine, or would adding them feel like a completely new step for you? Share your answer below, because chances are someone else watching is wondering the same thing. By comparing experiences, we can build a conversation around gut health that helps everyone make smarter, more confident choices. And while fermented vegetables quietly strengthen your gut, garlic steps in like a bold defender, bringing both flavor and healing power to the table. If you've ever cooked a family meal, you already know how one clove of garlic can transform the taste. But what many people over 40 don't realize is how powerfully it can transform circulation and immunity at the same time. Garlic contains a compound called allicin, which signals your body to produce more nitric oxide. That may sound technical, but here's why. It matters. Nitric oxide relaxes your blood vessels, improving circulation and lowering blood pressure naturally. For adults in the United States and Canada, where heart disease remains the leading cause of death, this simple kitchen ingredient becomes a silent ally against one of our biggest health threats. But garlic's story doesn't end there. It's also antibacterial, helping to suppress harmful bacteria in the gut, which works hand in hand with the probiotics from fermented vegetables. Together, they create a healthier microbiome and reduce systemic inflammation. And for the immune system, garlic has been used for centuries to fight colds, flus, and seasonal infections, something especially important as our defenses may weaken with age. The best part, garlic is incredibly easy to use. Add it raw to dressings for a stronger punch, roast it for a sweeter flavor, or stir it generously into soups and sautés. And don't be afraid to use more than the recipe calls for. Many health experts do exactly that. So let me turn the question to you. Are you the type who sprinkles garlic lightly, or do you go all in and double the amount like I do? Leave a comment below, because your cooking style might inspire others to rediscover garlic as more than just seasoning, it's true preventative medicine. If garlic is the bold defender that strengthens your heart and immunity, the nuts and seeds act more like steady builders, quietly reinforcing your body with the raw materials it needs every single day. Think of them as compact packages of energy and resilience perfectly designed by nature. Unlike processed snack foods that spike your blood sugar and leave you craving more nuts and seeds, stabilize your system. They are rich in protein, healthy fats, and fiber, which together slow down digestion and keep blood sugar steady. For people over 40, this means fewer mid-afternoon crashes and better long-term protection against insulin resistance. And since type 2 diabetes is on the rise in both the US and Canada, this is more than just a snack, it's a safeguard. Beyond stabilizing, energy nuts and seeds are loaded with key minerals. Magnesium supports muscle and nerve function, zinc helps regulate hormones, and selenium, found in powerful amounts in Brazil. Nuts protects your thyroid. The antioxidants in walnuts, pecans, chia seeds, and flax seeds also reduce inflammation, which is the underlying thread connecting heart disease, dementia, and joint pain. Of course, moderation matters. Just 1 or 2 Brazil nuts are enough to meet your selenium needs, while a small handful of pumpkin seeds can deliver zinc without overwhelming your system. The beauty of these foods is how versatile they are. Sprinkle chia seeds into yogurt, blend hemp seeds into smoothies, or keep a pouch of almonds in your bag for a quick, nourishing snack. So here's my question for you. If you had to pick only one, would you choose crunchy nuts like walnuts and almonds, or softer seeds like chia and flax? Share your choice in the comments, because the more we learn from each other's habits, the easier it becomes to turn small, tasty bites into lifelong health upgrades. And while nuts and seeds provide minerals and antioxidants in compact form, eggs, especially pasture-raised eggs, offer a complete package of nourishment that almost feels tailor-made for the human body. For centuries, eggs have been a symbol of life and renewal, and nutritionally, they live up to that reputation. Pasture-raised eggs are fundamentally different from the typical factory-farmed variety that many of us grew up with. Hens that roam outdoors scratch the earth and eat a natural diet of grass seeds, and insects produce eggs that are richer in essential nutrients. Studies show that these eggs can contain 3 to 5 times more omega-3 fatty acids, vitamin D, and other key compounds compared to caged eggs. For adults over 40, when bone strength, heart health, and brain function become pressing concerns, that nutritional difference is no small detail. Inside every egg, choline fuels the neurotransmitters that support memory and focus, while vitamin K2 helps direct calcium into bones where it belongs rather than letting it harden arteries. The balance of amino acids in the yolk and white ensures that the protein is not just abundant but highly usable by your body, supporting muscle strength and preventing age-related decline. And because eggs are so satiating, they make an affordable filling meal that helps manage weight without leaving you hungry. The best part is flexibility. Scramble them, poach them, make an omelet, or boil them for a quick snack. No matter the method, you're giving your body a nutrient-dense foundation. So let me ask, how do you like your eggs soft-boiled, sunny side up, or maybe in a hearty veggie omelet? Share your favorite style in the comments, because your recipe might spark new ideas for someone else looking to enjoy this every day. Superfood in a healthier way. And while eggs deliver concentrated nutrition in a small package, berries bring color, vibrancy, and powerful protection against aging, all in a handful of sweet, tangy bites. If eggs are the fuel, berries are the shield, guarding your cells from the wear and tear that naturally increases after 40. What sets berries apart is their unique combination of low sugar and high antioxidants. Unlike other fruits that can spike blood sugar, berries, such as blueberries, raspberries, and blackberries, provide fiber that slows absorption, keeping your energy stable. For adults across the US and Canada, where diabetes and heart disease are common, that balance of flavor and control makes berries a smart choice rather than an indulgence. The real magic lies in their antioxidants, especially anthocyanins, the compounds that give berries their rich blue, red, and purple color. These substances actively reduce oxidative stress, which is one of the driving forces behind memory decline, joint pain, and cardiovascular issues. Pair that with vitamin C, manganese, and soluble fiber, and you have a fruit that doesn't just taste good, but actively rebuilds resilience in your body. Adding berries is also remarkably easy. Toss them into a morning smoothie, sprinkle them over yogurt, or simply enjoy a small bowl as a dessert that feels indulgent without the sugar crash. Even frozen berries retain most of their nutrients, making them affordable and accessible year-round. So here's my question. If you had to choose only one, would you pick the tartness of raspberries, the sweetness of blueberries, or the richness of blackberries? Share your pick in the comments, because your favorite might introduce someone else to a berry they've overlooked. After all, sometimes the simplest swaps, like trading a sugary snack for a handful of berries, are the ones that protect our health the most. And if berries serve as nature's shield with antioxidants, then salmon and other fatty fish act as architects of your body's very foundation, the cell membranes that keep every system running smoothly. Where berries protect your cells, salmon helps rebuild them from the inside out. The secret lies in omega-3 fatty acids, specifically EPA and DHA. These long-chain fats are essential for reducing inflammation and maintaining flexible, responsive cell membranes. Why does that matter after 40? Because as we age, chronic inflammation quietly accelerates everything from stiff joints to memory decline to cardiovascular disease. Omega-3 seconds work like a cooling balm, easing that inflammation and replacing the more harmful omega-6 fats that dominate many Western diets. Regularly eating salmon, sardines, or mackerel can improve insulin sensitivity, lower triglycerides, and even sharpen brain function. For adults in the US and Canada, where fried foods and seed oils are so common, this shift can literally mean the difference between sluggish energy and vibrant health. And unlike supplements, whole fish deliver protein, B vitamins, and trace minerals alongside the omega-3 seconds, giving your body a complete package. The good news is you don't need to eat fish every day. Just 2 to 3 servings a week can tip the balance in your favor. Grill a fillet, bake it with herbs, or try canned sardines as an affordable, shelf-stable option. Variety matters, so rotate between salmon, herring, and mackerel to keep both your palate and your nutrient profile balanced. So let me ask you this, do you already include fatty fish in your weekly meals, or does it feel like something you'd only order at a restaurant? Share your answer below, because sometimes hearing how others prepare their fish at home can spark the motivation to make this heart-healthy habit part of your own routine. And just as salmon rebuilds your cell membranes with omega-3 seconds, avocados step in as the plant-based partner, creamy, satisfying, and one of the most complete fruits you can add to your plate. where fish provides essential fats from the sea. Avocados deliver a similar gift from the land oleic acid, the same heart-healthy monounsaturated fat found in olive oil. This makes avocados uniquely powerful for reducing inflammation and supporting cardiovascular health. But that's only the beginning. Avocados are packed with potassium, a mineral many people over 40 in the US and Canada simply don't get enough of. Potassium helps regulate blood pressure and supports the electrical rhythm of the heart, two factors that become increasingly important with age. Add to that 7 grams of soluble fiber per cup, and you have a food that smooths out blood sugar spikes, keeps you fuller longer, and nourishes the gut microbiome at the same time. Unlike many health foods that feel like a chore, avocados are versatile and delicious. Spread them on whole grain toast, mash them into guacamole, blend them into smoothies, or slice them over salads. The creamy texture not only satisfies cravings, but also helps absorb fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E, and K from the other foods on your plate. And here's something worth remembering. Avocados aren't just about preventing disease, they're about enhancing daily living. Stable energy, smoother digestion, and fewer cravings mean more freedom to enjoy life. So tell me, how do you enjoy your avocados? Simple slices with a sprinkle of salt, or dressed up in a favorite recipe? Share your answer below, because your idea could inspire someone else to swap out a less healthy option for this nutrient-rich fruit that truly earns its reputation as a superfood. And while avocados bring richness and satisfaction, non-starchy vegetables and leafy greens provide the everyday balance, the steady foundation that no healthy diet can ignore. If avocados give you potassium and healthy fats, then vegetables deliver water, fiber, and a rainbow of micronutrients that keep every organ system running in harmony. Spinach, kale, broccoli, cauliflower, cucumbers, and leafy lettuces are more than side dishes. They are nature's multivitamins. Unlike starchy foods that drive up blood sugar, these vegetables are low in carbs, yet high in fiber, which slows digestion and protects against the energy crashes. Many people over 40 know all too well. And when fiber feeds the good bacteria in your gut, inflammation decreases, immunity improves, and even your mood can feel lighter. But the real strength of vegetables lies in their variety. Dark greens provide vitamin K for bone and cardiovascular health. Orange and red vegetables offer carotenoids that support vision, while cruciferous vegetables like broccoli activate liver detox pathways, helping your body clear out harmful compounds more efficiently. Together, they create a protective network against chronic disease, something no single pill or supplement can fully replace. The beauty is in the simplicity. A large salad topped with olive oil, a quick stir fry with garlic or roasted cauliflower as a side can easily double your nutrient intake without adding excess calories. And because they're water dense, you can enjoy generous portions that leave you full and satisfied. So let's make it practical. How many servings of vegetables do you usually get in a day? 1, 2, or more? Drop your answer in the comments and let's see how our community measures up. Sometimes simply tracking and sharing can be the nudge we all need to add one more serving of greens to the plate and one more layer of protection to our health. So when we step back and look at the bigger picture, a pattern becomes clear. From olive oil to liver, from garlic to berries, from salmon to leafy greens, every one of these foods shares two things in common. They are whole, unprocessed, and they actively work with your body rather than against it. Each one may focus on a different strength, heart health, brain function, energy, or digestion, but together they create a powerful shield against the chronic conditions that too often creep up after 40. And it isn't just about adding new foods, it's also about replacing the harmful ones. Every time you drizzle olive oil instead of using processed vegetable oils or choose berries instead of sugary desserts, you're shifting the balance. These small choices repeated daily compound into life-changing outcomes. Think of it as building a house. The foundation comes from good fats, the walls from nutrient-rich proteins, and the protective roof from antioxidants and plants. The stronger each piece, the safer and healthier the whole structure. So let me ask, which of these 10 foods feels easiest for you to start with this week? Share your answer below, because one simple change could be the first brick in rebuilding your long-term health. And remember, lasting health isn't built overnight. It's built meal by meal, choice by choice. The 10 foods we've explored are not exotic cures, but timeless staples your body already knows how to use. By adding them consistently and phasing out processed alternatives, you're not just preventing disease, you're actively investing in more energy, sharper focus, and greater freedom as you age. So if this resonated with you, follow the channel, share your journey in the comments, and let's keep learning together, because your next meal could be the start of a healthier future.